the efforts of a woman by the name of Mary Hance. You may know her as Miss Cheap through her articles with Main Street Media of Tennessee or her spots on News Channel 5. Well, thanks to her efforts with the Penny Drive, she's raised more than $2 million. Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Coming up, we're going to head inside of those doors here at Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee to talk with Mary about why her Penny Drive may be more meaningful this year than ever and how you can get involved, whether it be as an individual or you can make it a team effort. We'll have that for you coming up.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, happy Friday morning, everybody. Taylor Plott here with a quick check on your forecast. Starting off your Friday morning, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the 40s, and we'll quickly rise into the 50s throughout the afternoon hours. But we will start to see some breezy conditions move on through during the afternoon hours. 1 p.m. here across Middle Tennessee. Notice a big temperature difference, 40s on the north side of the state, down into the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees for some areas on the southern end of the state. That will be with that Arctic air mass that's starting to try to make its way into the area. The front will start to move on through during your Saturday, but the good news is for your Friday and Friday evening, you're just nice and dry. We are chilly though, waking up on your Saturday morning. A few showers possible Saturday before the big Arctic plunge begins to move on through on your Sunday. 30, that's going to be very generous. I think a lot of the state's going to end up being in the maybe mid to upper 20s for highs, but the feels like temperatures starting off with a single digit Sunday morning and then kind of hovering in the 10 to 18 degree range, if you will. So a miserable Sunday can be expected. Good news is the air mass is very short-lived. We get right back up into the 50s, maybe even close to 60 by the time we get into the middle and latter part of the week.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing weather report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
The holidays bring us together. Gather with loved ones where over 1 million lights shine and celebrate a beloved tradition at Cheekwood's Holiday Lights. Explore the festive mansion decorated by former White House florist Laura Dowling and wander through a magical wonderland of gardens aglow. Get into the spirit of the season at Cheekwood.
Nashville's Nutcracker, presented by Nashville Ballet, returns to TPAC November 29th through December 28th. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets on sale at NashvilleBallet.com.
Donations have been rolling in here to Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee to continue on with efforts through the holiday season starting December 1st. You have Miss Cheap's Penny Drive. And who do we have with us today? Of course, as mentioned at the top of the show, Mary Hance, Miss Cheap herself. First off, are you excited about the 17th year to continue to help all of the individuals that you do?
Well, you know, I had toyed with the idea of not doing it this year because nobody has change anymore. But when I saw the need and I saw that, Second Harvest is really struggling to feed these people. And with two things going on, one, there's less food, and two, there's more need. And more people are coming to Second Harvest and the food pantries that partner with Second Harvest asking for food. And, we have to feed people. This is not something that we take lightly.
And some of the people may be either our neighbor, somebody in our, in our child's schools, maybe our co-worker, someone that we know.
Well, they say that 1 in 8 people in America is on the SNAP program. And so if they're not getting those vouchers, they've got to go somewhere for food.
What are some of the stories that you've heard over the past 17 seasons of doing the Penny Drive?
Well, I have loved it because I think people like to get involved and like to help. And it's an easy way to help. And it really is, most people most people that I know, that the ask from the charities and from nonprofit groups is a big ask. With this, with the penny drive, you can give, people sometimes bring in a handful of change and sometimes they bring in a big check. And either way, it helps. And, I think they can make 4 meals out of $1 at Second Harvest, and that's a big bang for your buck. And so if it's a good project for kids, it's a good project for schools. I think it's one of those things that no matter what you do, you're helping.
The Penny Drive kicks off December 1st, runs the entire month, and people can do it either individually or have a little fun and maybe make it a competition, maybe?
Well, they could make it a competition, and we've had so many supporters. We've got Christ Church Cathedral, their children are doing it. McNeely, Piggott and Fox is MPNF. They do it. Bassberry and Sims is a big supporter. And every year, we get more companies, more people. I just think people like to help, and if you open the door for them, that they will do it.
We are the Tennessee volunteer state here in Tennessee, so we always have volunteers coming out, people always wanting to give that helping hand. Where do we go to get more information about the Penny Drive?
Well, you go to secondharvestmid10.org, and you can get information there about the Penny Drive, but you can also get information about how to volunteer here at Second Harvest, because they're looking for more volunteers, both here at their headquarters and at their food pantries around Middle Tennessee.
Mary, anything else that you'd like to share in reference to the Penny Drive or Second Harvest?
I'm telling people to dig deep. This is a good time to help people, and I don't think people realize the hunger crisis that we have. I think most people, when I told some of the schools that being food insecure meant you didn't know where your meal was coming from, your next meal was coming from, and I think school kids thought they didn't know it was coming from Pizza Hut or Chick-fil-A, but they don't know whether they're going to have another meal. So I think that's something for people to be aware of, and hopefully the Penny Drive raises awareness as well as money.
So again, let's make sure that our neighbors have food on their tables as we move through the weeks and the months. Mary, thank you so much for your time. This year's Penny Drive kicking off December 1st.
Thank you so much for having me.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
When I think of Delta Dental now, it's really their core values. It's the volunteerism, it's the giving back.
Delta Dental gives us 10,000 toothbrushes. So twice a year, we have these children that are going home with food that may not have weekend food, and they're also getting a toothbrush.
The best partners are the ones that truly do impact the community together, and I don't think there's a better example of that than our partnership with Delta Dental.
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Guys, not yet. Not yet. I'm ready, guys.